Hello, everyone. Wednesday, November 20th, new comic book day. So let's jump into what we received today. Of course, the book that everybody was looking for and grabbing, Harlequin, number 0. And then, of course, the blank variant. A book that I like. Some people don't like it. I like it. I think it's really funny. Todd, the ugliest kid on earth. That's number 7. He's got the little bag on his head, eating some jelly beans, doing his thing. Part of the Avatar stuff that I like. A lot of people might not like it. I do like it. I am a big Avatar guy for the most part. Night of the Living Dead. That's Aftermath. Tear. Wrap. And the Gore cover. And these are all for issue number 12. I don't buy a lot of Marvel, but I did pick up today a Superior Spider-Man Annual 1. And again, I talked about it last time, the Oz, the things like that, Wonderland. This was Wonderland 17, cover C, right there. Really nice. So we had Wonderland, Spider-Man, some Night of the Living Deads, Todd, the ugliest kid on earth, and Harley Quinn. Now, the good thing about these Harley Quinns is they were being snatched up real quick by people. So I was able to grab a couple. And the good thing about it is, one of the artists who's going to end up being the main artist on this book, and I'm trying to remember his name. Actually, I have his name right over here. Because if you don't know the first issue, hold on. If you don't know the first issue of Harley Quinn, the 0 was a storyline based on different artists writing her story, and she's trying to pick which one is going to be her artist. So it was kind of cool. Chad Hardin. Chad Hardin is going to be the artist and writer, the artist on Harley Quinn, and he's going to be at a comic shop here this weekend, and he's going to be of course, signing copies of number 1, getting sketches done on the blanks. So I'm definitely going to grab one of those, and I will show everybody that on Saturday. And another thing, I got a package in the mail, and if you saw my video, my last video I did, the package I received from Tennessee, where the guy just threw the bundles of comics into a box and threw some paper bags and stuff in it. That was, just, it gives me a headache just thinking about that. But I come home today, I had purchased some books from a guy, some Black Panther Bronze Age books that I was fairly happy with when it looked online. Again, good price, shipping was very reasonable, and then I get this. Duct tape, and I'm feeling, and I don't feel cardboard protection. The corners are all smashed up. If the corners on this little flimsy envelope are smashed up, chances are pretty good that my books are going to be smashed up. So again, I'm not going to pass judgment until I see the books. So let's open this up together, shall we? Number 1, we open, we get package number 2. Same thing. So, let us try to get this open. And there you go. Sure enough, here it is. No type of protection whatsoever. None. 0. Zip, zilch, nada. Which brings me to the fact that people are selling on eBay and they are not doing a good job of securing the books that people are paying for. I mean, here's my envelope. The guy's a terrible communicator. I sent like 3 emails trying to find out where my books were, if he'd even sent them, because usually eBay will give you a status, your books have been shipped. He doesn't put any of that information in there, so I came home and it was in my mailbox today. Hasn't even left feedback, and the reason he probably doesn't leave feedback is because he probably knows he sends his books so crappy. But again, like my last purchase I made, this purchase here, this guy has 2,653 positive feedbacks. No negatives whatsoever. None. Sells nothing but comic books. If this is how he ships it, I mean, am I just special? Am I just someone who, I mean, duct tape, really? Who uses duct tape in the mail? Duct tape's supposed to protect my books. It was a 12-issue lot, issues number 2, and then 6, 2 through 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 through 15. So there's a couple missing. So here's 4, 5. Let's just see if I got them all here, because there's 6, there's 3, there's 2, there's 8, 8, 9, just looking, 10, should be no 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Of course, as you know, Black Panther, the run, was only 15 books. And, you know, looking at these books here, he says, let's take a look, just real quick. Oh, the seller's name on this is Haig 57. Haig 57. Haig 57. So if you want books that come in good condition, don't order from Haig 57. So, number 2, fine. Just looking real close. Possibly. Number 3, fine plus. Probably not. Number 4, fine. Possibly, maybe a little less, depending on how much damage is done from your fantastic packing, Haig 57. Thank you very much for that. Number 5, very fine plus. No fucking way that is a very fine plus, because it is all smeared and rubbed up. But still, cheap price. Number 6, very fine. Probably not a very fine, but a nice looking book to read nevertheless. Number 8, fine to very fine. Fine plus, probably. Number 9, fine to very fine. No, because there is a detached staple at the bottom, so that automatically makes it a 4.0. If you've watched any of my videos, everybody knows that. Oh, excuse me, everybody but Haig 57 knows that. Number 10, fine. Possibly, maybe. Number 12, he has here fine plus. Solid fine. Possibly a fine plus, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Number 13, he has as a fine plus. This is actually, for the most part, a nice looking book, so possibly. Number 14, he has a very fine, and I am going to say no on the very fine, but a nice book nevertheless. And 15, which of course is the last book in this particular run, he has listed as a very fine, and this is actually a pretty nice book. Of course, I haven't broken up the books yet and looked at them closely to make sure that the Marvel stamps are complete, if these have Marvel stamps in them. Of course, if you've watched my videos before, Marvel stamps removal is an automatic VG, and if you have a detached staple, like we have here, that also is a VG. Otherwise, it was a pretty nice book, except for that it becomes an automatic VG. So I do these videos when I open up packages like this, because I just want people to see out there in the collecting community that some dealers just don't give a shit about your business. He will never get any more of my business, ever. Because if a person doesn't have the time, I mean, I'll pay extra for shipping if my books are going to come secured. Okay? A little manila envelope with some duct tape, you know, stamped media mail, isn't going to do anything. So, I mean, the guy's probably a nice guy. He just can't, you know, pack a book for shit. So, that was my video tonight. The new comic books. Small week that week, but that's okay, because the comic shop I go to, one of them is having a huge sale this weekend, and I can spend my money there. I certainly won't be spending it with Hague 57. That's the eBay seller. You know, I got a decent price on these books, but the shipping just completely blew it out of the water, and I'm sorry, but you won't get any more of my money. We as a community have to start sticking together and forcing sellers to do a better job of sending books to us. Look, when I start selling books, and I hope people out there in the community that watch my videos or people who want nice books, when I start selling books, if you buy a book from me, you're going to get it securely shipped at a good price in good condition. You know, if I say it's going to be this grade, it's going to be that grade, trust me. So again, a little rant. Some of you love my rants, some of you don't like my rants. I get upset with things like this because, like you, I spend my money and I want the product that I purchased it on. So again, that was my little video for the day. I hope you liked it, and if you didn't, as always, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great night.